around the corner here, so yeah.
All right, just tweeted it out. We are live. Join us for ridiculous nerd news and chicanery. That's right,
Just
chicanery.
reading it.
What is chicanery?
It's this really, really big word that means something I don't know. What
Want me
does
to
it
look it
mean?
up?
Yeah, sure.
Want me to look it up?
Because otherwise, I'm just
Do you
gonna
guys
say
do this?
chicken run.
I adore doing this, where I hit Google and I go, "Okay, Google, chicanery definition."
Use of trickery
Chicanery,
to
the use of trickery to achieve a political,
purposes.
financial, or legal purpose.
Thank you, Google. I love you.
Yeah, Google doesn't understand my accent.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, Google. ¿Cómo se dice chicaneries?
Here is information from myfitnesspal.com.
It's a military commissionary.
It should have said and goes, here's information for classes that speak in English.
He's like, ay, muy chingones with the Spanish.
He's probably not gonna understand me either because of the Dutch
Oh,
accent.
yeah. Let me. No, I can't do that. I would have to put my phone up too. Do you have Google, like the OK Google thing, or no?
Yeah.
Because you should do it and then speak. Is it Dutch?
Yeah.
I know.
I don't have it on my phone. I can
Oh.
try something.
Sucks, dude. So cool. Yeah, you just
I
open.
can also speak German if you want. But
Let me see.
it's
Give me
just-
something to ask it. What would I ask Google in German?
Wie ist es das Wetter?
Wie ist das Wetter?
Wetter?
Wetter? Wie ist das
Yeah.
Wetter? Okay. Okay, Google. Wie ist das Wetter? It gave me Kanan and Ezra versus Darth Vader. The Versus series. Darth Vader versus Darth Vader. Young Anakin versus... Yeah. Anyways. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Morning Nerds. I'm your host, Jake Lionheart. And with me today, I have the amazing, the most impossible person to find on Skype, Nick V. How are you, Nick?
Hey. I'm not impossible to find. I'm always on Skype.
Well, Skype doesn't like you. It wants you
That's
to
true.
It doesn't want you to update so we can call you. Instead, you're like, no, I'm going to call you guys. And then boom, here you are. Also joining us from Cosmic Nerd Studios, only second to Geek and Sundry Studios, is Brando Vader. How's it going, Brando?
Everything is good.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the Baron of Comics cannot join us today, for he is in traffic. But in his stead, we have special guests. The one and only, the man with the coolest aviator glasses you've ever seen in the world, Saul Perez of Perezpective. How you doing?
What's up, guys? I'm doing good. You can always find me on Skype unless Trump wins and I might get deported. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Don't support Trump. We need Saul in our country. He's
You can
saving
move to
babies
the Netherlands.
and kissing other babies, I guess. I don't know what you do on the weekends. So, but yeah. And then we promised on Twitter that we were also going to have an additional special guest. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us, and that's Owen Likes Comics. I think I'm finding a little bit of a trend because every time I ask Owen, hey, bro, do you want to be on the show? He's like, I can't this Saturday. I'll do it for sure next Saturday. And he gave me the old, I'm washing my hair excuse today. So, no, he didn't. He's actually, it's the same thing. I guess there's train delays. So, he's probably like,
He's in college, right?
yes, he is.
So,
I
like,
thought
it's Saturday, you're in college. What do? You party.
I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I didn't want to put my boy on blast because he's my boy, right? But last week he was like, I can't make it. I'll make it next Saturday. And I was like, all right, cool. Next thing I know, his university's pub tags him in these pictures of him with like two girls. Like, homeboy looks pimp. I'm not gonna lie. He looks pimp. He's with these two girls, and he's just like looking at the camera like, what up? I'm at the pub
He's
crawl or whatever he's at.
what he's saying is he goes, "This is why I will not hear
Yeah,
on your show, James." Yeah.
exactly. He's like, what, Nick V, Jake? No, I'm gonna be with these two beautiful women at the pub enjoying myself. But in fairness, he said he couldn't make it, so I was like, okay, I can respect that because you're like, no, Nick V and these like chubby, sweaty nerds. No, I'm gonna go hang out at the pub. Makes sense. I'm totally for that. But today he's there's train delays, and he's just like, there's no way I'm gonna make it to my room in enough time. He's like, I'm probably stuck in this stupid train station all night. So,
Well, he told me his TARDIS ran out of gas. I don't know.
is that what it was?
That's
Those
what it was.
weeping angels. I have no idea what we're talking about. Doctor Who.
Well, their train stations are different from normal ones because there's half stations there. You go through a wall, you end up in magical places.
I'm thinking you're gonna give me some like actual European like. No. They're different in England. No, they're not. They're Hogwarts University. So, well, I'm glad you guys can make it. So hopefully next week we'll have Eric back on, so that way somebody can be on the panel that doesn't like Scott Snyder. Otherwise, I think that the podcast tilts to more of Scott Snyder's favor without Eric being here. And so, anyways, so let's.
You didn't ask me if I liked them or not.
Do you like him?
Eh.
You're kind of neutral, so kind of doesn't tilt the scale either way. So thank
Yeah,
you.
because
Well,
we all
I took
kind
the
of
scale.
really like him,
No, I don't have any problem with him.
and Eric just hates him. Like,
Yeah, I know.
probably like he has like a dartboard in his house with the picture of Scott Snyder, and every morning he wakes up, picks up a couple of darts, and just throws it,
Yeah, like,
just so has like that reflex of
yeah.
seeing him and immediately throwing something at him. Like he's been practicing for years. The next time he's at a con and Scott Snyder's there, it's just like whoosh.
It's gonna go down. Yeah, he's definitely been honing his skills. But I guess that's why he's Baron Von Comics. He's got a little bit of that Doctor Doom touch. You love him, but at the same time, you're like, I don't know. Eric might do something nefarious. So, with that being said,
Is it Baron Von Zemo or Baron Zemo?
I don't know. You know what I did see? Okay, you know how he's Baron Von Comics? Yesterday,
Yeah.
and I forget where it was. It was either on Twitter, probably Twitter, because I put some stuff up on Twitter, and I think somebody liked it, named like Baron Von Sexy or something like that. And I thought it was Eric at first, and so I clicked it. I'm like, this is not Eric. This is a completely different Baron.
Well, the other day when I hashtagged the live Let's Chat Live,
Yeah.
I got followed by one of those models that do the live chats.
Yeah, the live chats. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Did you mean on Twitter?
the bots and stuff, like, yeah, you can post like SoundCloud, and like 5 of these things are like, SoundCloud, get more listens, and I'm like, no, like, what the heck?
Or ads like, pay for followers or shit.
Yeah. The one that cracked me up, but I kind of like let it slide, was yesterday when I posted my little rap recap of Kennel Block Blues. The first person immediately to like and start following me was this thing called like Paws Rescue, and it was like this dog and cat animal rescue thing. And I'm just like, and then but like when I opened it, the pictures is like super adorable Labrador retriever or something like that. So I'm like,
Oh.
I'm cool with this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll let
Let's
that
talk
be.
about that.
Talk
Because
about
you
what?
made another rap,
Oh, I made another rap, yeah.
and it's
I didn't mean to bring it to
awesome.
me, but since we're talking
No,
about
no.
me.
I mean, it is awesome. I assume we've all listened to it.
I got 2 thumbs
See?
up.
2
I actually
thumbs
made
up
it.
from the man himself.
Yeah.
I actually made other YouTube channels and other Twitter handles just to go like it and share it anymore.
Yeah, that's how I got that other 4 followers or subscribed.
I'm that pause Twitter.
You like stopped and got like 3,000 Twitter followers just so you can like my one tweet. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
That means a lot to me. You made my day.
Did you get any response from the creators yet?
I did get a I get to talk to the writer, Ryan Ferrier. He retweeted it, liked it, and then he was like, dude, thank you so much, which was really awesome. And then Boom Studios later on in the evening did the same thing. They like liked it and retweeted it and made a little comment, which was like pretty cool. Um, yeah, so I don't know, like that's what I kind of like about like indie comics or like small publishers is that like I feel like you can tweet them and they'll actually like respond to you and talk to you and whatever's. And I'm
Yeah,
curious.
I'm actually gonna get ready to do a review for Joey Esposito's Footprints.
Oh, okay.
You guys have not read that one? It is
No.
totally worth the read.
Is it on
Just
Comixology?
it's on Comixology. I don't have the actual issue with me, but it's on Comixology. It's called Footprints by Joey Esposito,
I'll look it up.
and what it is, it's a 4 issue. I think it's 4 issues. Yeah, 4 issues, and it follows a private eye team composed of Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Chupacabra, Megalodon, and the Jersey Devil.
That is amazing.
So
Yeah, it's actually five
yeah, and
books.
5 books. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's in black and white. So it kind of gives it the feel of that noir feeling.
Dude, this is cool. It's you can get the trade on Comixology for like $2.99.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, volume 1, all five issues.
That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm putting that on my list. Hold on.
Yeah. Go ahead and I say go ahead and read it, and then head over to my channel in a couple of and hopefully within a week, and I'll have it up.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. Bigfoot as but that's pretty amazing. I'm gonna check that out.
Let's check out some news topics. I
Yes,
guess.
let's jump into it.
Usually by this time we've started news topics. But,
Usually, yeah. But I understand that you have
Yeah.
to talk about me. So
Let's start with the biggest news first, because we can't go around the Civil War trailer this week.
yeah,
I saw the entire internet explode. I think yesterday it was.
dude, like
The day before?
the last
Before.
few days, right?
It was like all of a sudden it's nothing but memes and screen captures and everything else just from the 2 seconds you see Spider-Man. 3 seconds maybe?
Yeah. There's more pictures of Spider-Man in that 2 seconds that we got of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get how many memes can come out of those 2 seconds.
My favorite one was I saw one where they have what's it called, the Daily Bugle, and they have what's it, Spider Thief steals from senior citizen or something,
Yeah.
or
yeah.
senior war veteran.
Yeah, war veteran. Yeah, there's another one I saw where they show where he's landing, and I guess in the background there's like a bridge, and then they make it like there's a close up on the bridge, and there's J. Jonah Jameson. Like, why isn't anybody taking
yeah.
pictures? And I thought that was really good. And then the
No,
whole
people-
what is it where everybody's all like, they have the J. Jonah Jameson is like, bet you wish you were in Marvel now instead of being
No,
Commissioner
it
Gordon.
was like it goes when you finally get pictures of Spider-Man, but now you're Jim Gordon.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Those are pretty good. Yeah, dude, everybody is talking about it. I mean, even to the point where if you go into your YouTube subscription box, every video, I almost took a screenshot of it, but it was like Owen's reaction, this person's reaction, this person's recap, this person's review, this person's in-depth analysis.
And,
It's crazy.
Well, see, I'm gonna come up with a video where I'm actually doing an in-depth analysis of Owen's reaction.
Dude, do it. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be great. No, but even like Scott from Nerds Inc., they made a video about it, and he never does like trailer reaction sort of videos.
No, 'cause-
Yeah, he did.
Spider-Man's
What was it?
very
The Spider-Man break the
Yeah.
fourth wall. You know who was
Spider-Man.
really good that actually made me like kind of smile watching it was Sal from Comic Pop. His little like quick little 2 minute.
Oh yeah,
His was like really cool and it was like really fun. Like like because I know he's a huge Spider-Man fan. And so like I was really waiting to see what his is because like I'm like, for one, he's like the dude that like I really respect on YouTube as far as like his opinions and how he presents, comics as a YouTuber. And so I was like, oh man, I'm like, I hope Sal makes one, and he did. And I was like, even more excited about Spider-Man because I'm like, yay, he didn't like think it was crappy or Spider-Man looked like a bubblegum popsicle or whatever.
As long as it had the approval of Sal, it was
I'm like,
all
I'm
right.
good. The stamp of approval. What
I
did you
watched
guys
the
think about how he looked? Like, just to get
what
into that real
I
quick.
love the look.
Yeah, I loved it. It's simple. It's sort of the classic look, but also like if you look at like what the suit itself looks like, it's
Hmm.
sort of newer
Hmm.
than just the classic. So it's a
Yeah,
nice blend of the two,
like the
which I
classic one,
really
it
like.
has the classic one has like the stripe going all the way down here.
Yeah.
Well, this one has kind of like a little
Yeah,
line.
exactly.
You know,
And it doesn't have like the previous movies. It always focused on the webbing or the eye things and stuff.
Hmm.
And okay, we've got eyes that went bigger and smaller in this, but I don't really care about that. They look like the original Spider-Man,
Yeah. Now you know what?
and
Here's
yeah,
here's what I felt when I first saw it, and I saw like his eyes go small. I got hyped because I was like, "Oh, that's so cool!" Because like that happened in Deadpool where his eyes would
yeah,
fluctuate to show his emotions,
well,
and then I thought that was what it was going for. But now I'm thinking that that's not what it is. I'm thinking it's they're big when he's normal, but then he's going into fight mode, so it's like focusing. So
yeah,
no,
or
I
I'm
some
think
sort
wondering
of
if that's what it
zoom of the
is. Like
camera
it's like
option.
a yeah, like maybe that's why he called him Underoos because earlier in the story he's in like an Underoos type uniform. His first suit that
like
he
a
makes.
onesie.
Yeah, yeah, he's wearing a onesie, and then he's like, "Hey, Underoos, let me make you this suit." And then of course, because they're not really gonna do like the Iron Spider suit, or not unless that's supposed to be like a variation of it. But yeah, like making it like the eyes like zoom in for focus or zoom out for whatever.
Well, remember that in the Spectacular Spider-Man series, his eyes did move up and down as expressions.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, it always did in comics and stuff. Ooh.
Are you? Did you just throw up? What happened? He was so.
I was trying to hold the. I'm sorry. I tried to turn off my mic and I didn't get to
Oh,
it.
the sneeze.
No,
Brando,
I had a
Oh, a cough.
yeah.
It looked like you were so excited you went to throw up. Like you're like, oh, I gotta throw up.
Oh my god.
You're like I'm
It's-
so.
Brando,
yeah,
is Brando here?
Wait, Brando, are you not here?
he probably fell asleep.
He's like, these guys suck. I'm leaving. This is the worst podcast ever. Yes, yeah. On my Skype, I just have this like little red icon. So last time, I
He's
thought he
on.
left, but
He's in the call, but
oh, he just messaged.
it's just not saying anything.
Oh no! According to my phone, it's up to date. I hear you guys.
No,
What?
that's an old message.
No, you just sent the one right now that said I hear you guys.
Yeah.
Can
We
you
can't
talk?
hear him. What kind of magic? For you guys watching us. Well, there's two of us, so nobody's watching this. But if you watch this in post, um, Skype has been giving us problems all morning, like to the point where, for the first time ever, me, who I run on Mexican time, I'm half Mexican, so that's a thing. I always tell the guys 10:30 because when you tell a Mexican a certain time, they're always going to be late. So that's why I say I need to get ready by 10:30 so that way we're live by 11.
See, I'm full
Today,
Mexican, so I'm off by an hour.
yeah, so yeah, exactly. So just be surprised that like Saul's even here right now. It's a miracle of modern science.
There we go.
There he is.
Hey,
Okay.
there he is.
So
There we go.
anyways, yeah, so Skype has been giving us issues all morning. It told Nick V to update. He updates, and it's like, no, you're still not good enough.
Yeah.
And so we're like trying to figure everything out, Googling it, and then all of a sudden,
Don't even pay attention to me.
yeah, and then I'm like calling him over and over and over, and then he calls us, and here we are. So I don't know what's going on with Skype, but
Anyway, Brando's back. What did you
Brando,
think of the
Spider-Man.
Civil War trailer?
yeah.
I watched it during class and I had to like hold in my excitement. But I felt like jump up and yell yes when Spider-Man showed up in the trailer.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be really bad if I did that. Like back in my day when I still went to college, there was no YouTube.
Yeah.
that's that's how old I am. But like if I was watching this during that time, I bet I'd just be yelling, yeah.
In the middle of class,
You
yeah.
see, I was in the middle of class watching the video, and I got up and started screaming, but it didn't matter because I would do online school. So
Yeah, I'm just like, it's pretty exciting, but yeah, it's just, I mean, it shows you how much with how many people are doing videos and people have never done videos reacting or doing reaction videos and people that just don't even have channels that deal with necessarily like what's out and stuff like that are stopping. So it's kind of cool to see that like everybody's excited to see what Marvel's going to do with Spider-Man, especially after what Sony did with Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
I
now,
wanted
Um,
to
did
do a
y'all?
reaction video for it, but I watched it during class and I couldn't do one then.
dude, you should have
Couldn't
done it
resist
just to see
watching.
like your teacher go like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And you're like, "Look, Mister, what's your face?" Spider-Man.
Just start doing the reaction video middle of class.
Yeah.
but the rest of the trailer was pretty interesting as well. At least we saw more of the reasons why they're having this dispute a little bit. Um, it starts with them having the argument about like the different cities that got destroyed and the people that got killed there.
Hmm.
They actually add up the numbers and it's quite a bit. It's about the same level
There aren't more
as
people dead
Man of
after those
Steel.
events.
Hmm?
I'm surprised there aren't very many. I'm surprised there aren't more people dead like during Avengers 1 and Avengers 2.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them. I just
Though in Avengers 1 they did escort pretty much everyone out of the area the aliens were attacking.
Mm.
So
Yeah, see, I can't really know because I don't live in a big city. Like, New York is about the size of a third of my country. Um, even though the Dutch built New York, but I
they
have
built it
no
and they got
idea.
kicked out.
I have no idea, like, if they were to evacuate, how long it would take. Like, the city I live in has like what 200,000 people. We could probably get everyone out in like an hour. Yeah.
So I just sent you guys a clip, or not a clip, but a picture,
Hmm.
and
yeah, who
it's
is that?
yeah, I don't know who that is. There's Bucky, Iron Man,
Yeah.
and Cap all outside, and there's somebody inside a chamber or something like that.
Yeah, dude, that's
And
me. I told you it was my cameo. I'm in the movie.
Well, they're saying it could be Baron Zemo,
Baron
Baron von
Zemo.
Zemo. I just still
Eric, it's Eric.
no.
No,
Yes,
that's
it's
Baron
just
Von
Baron von
Comics.
Comics.
Yeah, you're talking about Baron
Judging this
Zemo.
movie from his
Um,
Iron Throne.
Maybe it's Joe
That's his
Costa.
doom chair.
Yeah.
He's sitting on his doom chair, on his doom throne.
Yeah, I don't know. And it would be funny if that's not even a person. It's just like the inside of the what's
A
it
mannequin.
called? Yeah. I mean, it could be. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be the
You know the
chair.
thing that was
just-
kind of bugging me about it now too is that like people are putting out pictures where they're like what you expected from Civil War, and they're showing the panel from the book where it's got what is it? Everybody, like
Everybody?
Daredevil and the radioactive man and all this other stuff, and then they're like, and then reality, and it's like the airport. It makes it look like the airport is empty because there's only like 6 on 6.
11 people.
Yeah,
Oh,
and so
yeah.
I'm just like, okay, so like I don't know. Sometimes I think like it's the critics are like fair to be like I'm gonna criticize this, but then other times I'm just like, yo, like not even like 3 years ago, 4 years ago would this movie even be possible? And you guys are gonna be crying. Not only that, but then like the fact that like some of these actors are big names, and they're like kind of like
all of them, pretty much.
yeah, I think like everybody in it is a big name. So like getting a cast with so many like big name actors is hard because it's like it. I don't know. I think of like those Valentine Days movies and New Year's where it's like all these famous people and they're in it for like all of them are in it for like maybe like 5 minutes because
Should I
it's
say
like
movie 43?
yeah, like all
No.
that movie is terrible. By the way, I thought it was gonna be hilarious, but
There's like 2 or 3 clips in there that are funny. But
yeah, that movie sucks. and it has all these
Yeah.
like famous and funny people in it, and it sucks. It's this freaking poop fest. I'm turning into Eric right now. It's like a Scott Snyder poop fest of a movie. You're welcome, Eric, if you're watching this in post. And and it's just like I don't know, like um, it's brilliant. Like everybody's like nobody's like, oh, I deserve more money or more screen time. Like Robert Downey Jr. is like, even though I think he is the top paid actor in the movie, is cool with like,
Well, he's not really. He's a producer on it,
oh okay,
so he gets, you know, percentage money.
yeah. So he's making money other ways, but like the
No, for
fact that it's like it's about the story and it's about these characters and they're willing to take a back seat when it's time to take a back seat and they're willing to do so. I'm like, yo, the fact that they're sharing this like screen. I mean, you got 11 characters coming out, especially the one that nobody thought you were gonna get, Spider-Man. So stop crying and just stinking enjoy. Like, it's
And
so
it's a
let's not
Russo
forget.
Brothers film, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I
let's
mean,
not forget. Let's not forget that well, a couple, well, not even a couple years ago, a while back when Avengers 1 came out, it was just a miracle to have 5 of these
yeah.
superheroes in one
Yeah.
in one. Yeah, so I mean, and there's actually another meme. I don't know if you've seen it where it's Spider-Man with the shield, and it's like, stay down, DC. If you wanted to, you'd be dead already.
That's
Well,
another
that's
thing too
another
that's
point.
been in the news is the DC
Yeah,
Marvel. Was that where you're going, Nick?
Well,
yeah. That's go ahead.
I had a little point about that because I don't know who said it, but someone said it. I think it was the Black Nerd Comedy.
Uh
I
huh.
don't know if you guys watch his
Yeah, I watch
videos.
him.
He's funny,
And the
and
nerdy.
Yeah,
he's so active. I love people like that.
Yeah.
that's me. You didn't know that?
Is it you?
Yeah,
You just
that's
shave
not
this real
you.
quick and then throw on some glasses and you're black comedy nerd?
That's you. Maybe on a lot of ADHD medication. Um, but no. He was talking like Marvel kind of stole the limelight
Moment.
from the DC movie, because everyone's all like, "Oh, Batman v Superman" or "Batman 5 Superman" is coming out, and
Batman 5.
it's this month, and Marvel has Daredevil fine, but that's on a different platform, so it's
Yeah.
fine. But then they bring out this trailer and bam, Spider Man. And no one's thinking about Batman or Superman. No, everyone's like,
Yeah.
Spider Man, Spider
Yep.
Man.
And this is Batman talking, so
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I love Batman. He's my favorite comic book character. And even I went like, damn, that trailer's good.
I just really wish that this whole DC versus Marvel or fandom versus fandom thing would stop. Because in
Oh,
reality, man, what in the world? What are we doing? Why are we fighting each other?
it
Just be
doesn't
happy that
exist.
everything.
It
Yeah.
really
Can't
doesn't
we just
exist.
both?
What happened, Brandon?
There's no people anymore going Marvel versus DC. People might
There's
say that they are. It's bullshit because most of the writers that have been writing for DC in the past are now mostly writing for Marvel and vice versa.
Yeah.
no. I'm talking about the fandom, the
The,
people,
the
the fan, the
fanboys,
community.
yeah.
They're the ones that. There's people who are nothing but Marvel fans, and there's fans who are nothing but DC. And me, what I get to enjoy both DC and Marvel and independent and
It, it's
Image and
it's so stupid because like let's take for instance Mark Waid. He's one of my favorite writers. I think he's actually my favorite writer. Um, he wrote one of the best Batman stories. It's Justice League. It's Kingdom Come,
Hmm.
and now he works for Marvel, and he's actually like a pretty big shot at Marvel because he does a lot more than just writing a comic, apparently. Um, but he wrote the Daredevil run, the previous, and now he's on the new Black Widow run.
Hmm.
Um, if you haven't read the issue, pick it up. It's awesome. Um, People that like Kingdom Come should definitely check out at least that Daredevil run,
Yeah.
because I mean it's the same writer. It's both completely just superb writing, and it doesn't really matter which character it's for as long as the writing is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just like it's kind of popped up everywhere. Like I think the John Campia has his own podcast now, and when the Civil War trailer dropped, he went into this big old diatribe on like, yo, these like DC Marvel haters and the fanboys are going crazy, and it's just like, what does it matter? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just he's
Yeah.
like, it shouldn't be you because you're a fanboy, you being mean to another fandom or you hate another fandom. It should be about what you love about your fandom that you're a fan of. Like instead of you saying like, "Oh, Batman sucks, Superman sucks," you should be like, "No, dude, Daredevil's cool. This is why. Spider-Man's cool. This is why." You know what I mean? Like more like spreading it and stuff like that. Or same thing, you know, with the DC fanboys. Like this is Aquaman. Everybody craps on Aquaman, but like, look, this is the cool stories. Pick up this run by Aquaman, or you know, whatever. And not only that, but then our I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys are friends with him. The mystical green beanie. Even he got into
Yep.
it. Like he was hearing it, and like it got to him. So he did kind of like a his like reaction video to it. And I totally agree with him. Like he is like he says like I'm a DC fan guy, but doesn't mean he's not going to enjoy Civil War. Doesn't mean he's not going to enjoy Daredevil. Like he even says like I guess he said that like he got called a Marvel tard because he said he liked he thinks Daredevil is his like favorite one right now of all the movies and all the stuff that's happening. And,
Yes, mine as well.
yeah, and I was just like, I've never heard Marvel Tard, but I thought it was pretty funny. So
Hey, I'm one too. I don't care.
yeah, and it's like that's
What would someone be called for, like a DC dweeb?
yeah, we should do that hashtag DC Dweeb. But yeah, like and so like I totally agree with him, and I kind of put like usually when I comment on this thing, it's usually like haha or you know great video, but like I kind of put like a little paragraph right there. But like he did this like review on Wonder Woman. I think it was the Grant Morrison one. No, not Grant Morrison. One of the Wonder Womans. I forget who. I know Grant Morrison is writing a Wonder Woman run or something like that, or he got done doing it. But yeah, he did this one on Wonder Woman, and I was like, you know what? I've never read a Wonder Woman book. He did this review on one of her like trades, and I was like, you know what? It's worth checking out. Like, I mean, she's you know, little girls have been looking up to Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's a cool character, so maybe I'll check it out. And yeah, it was a cool book, and I would have never done that had I not, you know what I mean, saw his video. You know what I mean? Same thing with like some of these other these like Blackest Night. I'm like, I'm not that big of a Green Lantern fan, but everybody's like, if you pick up a Green Lantern book, pick up Blackest Night. That'll probably make you want to read Green Lantern, and it did.
Yeah.
So, and that's the cool thing. Like, if I had a question about Batman, I could call up Nick V, and he's not going to be like, hey, get out of here, Marvel tard. It's only DC fanboy. No, you would break it down. That's really cool to have these friends that are in different fandoms because like especially like with Eric, I'm like when they were talking about they're gonna make this Booster Gold Blue Beetle movie supposedly, I was like, dude, I have no idea who Booster Gold is, and he's your favorite guy. And if you go back into my videos, we have like a 2 hour long podcast where like the first hour is pretty much everything you need to know about Booster Gold. So that's the cool thing about being a nerd and being a fanboy of something is sharing it, not being a Trump person about it.
By the way, Booster Gold is a fanboy.
Right? That's the whole thing. That's what brings it back because he is a fanboy. Anyways, I think I spent 44 minutes talking. Go, you guys go ahead and talk now.
Do you
Or
want
about
to do
Civil
another
War?
bit of news?
Yeah, we only got to do like one
Wait,
part
I
of
have a
news.
question.
Oh,
Go for
Which
it.
side are you guys on for Civil War?
Whose
Cap.
side are you on? We've been
I'm
talking
on
too much,
Iron Man.
Brando. You go ahead and
I'm
talk.
Team Iron Man.
Yeah, me too.
But why? Why?
Because I feel that the heroes should take more responsibility for their actions. I don't think the government should have be able to order the heroes exactly what they should do, but I think that the heroes should be regulated in some points. They don't just go and kill a bunch of people by accident.
Just
See,
like in the comic books.
I would say
Yeah.
that Tony needs to be regulated because he's responsible for all the bad shit in the Marvel universe,
Yeah.
and everyone else can do what the hell they want Because this is America, isn't it?
Well,
This is
Wait.
America, says the Dutchman.
Says the only non-American.
Yeah, like it is funny because it makes sense and it helps the storyline as far as trying to keep at least the same idea as the comic book and like why they're divided. But I mean, yeah, if you stop and think about it, a lot of it is Tony Stark's fault,
Well,
especially
here's the thing.
In the Marvel
Sokovia.
Cinematic Universe, it's all his fault.
Yeah,
Yes, but remember, he started
because
off not wanting to give his suit to the government. He started off wanting to just do whatever he wanted, not regulated. Now he's slowly turning the other way around because he's starting to see, I was wrong. I was wrong. I caused Ultron to come around. I caused a lot of things to come around, and now maybe we should be regulated.
I know.
No, he's saying, I did a bad thing. We all have to be punished for
Yes,
it.
exactly. That's what I was gonna
Well, I
say.
mean,
He's like the little spoiled brat that's like, you know what? I guess I
oh wait a
finally do
minute.
realize that I'm wrong, but you know what? We're all wrong because I'm wrong.
or remember, Banner helped
What
him.
about soldier though? They
What
shot
happened?
like a bunch of like helicarriers out of the sky, and that probably like killed a lot of people.
That was Shield.
Well, that was Hydra.
Seriously,
Yeah,
Well, Hydra, but behind Shield, behind the government.
Everybody knows it's Hydra now, though.
Not
I
well.
know, but I think that Captain
Tony's.
America could have found a way to do it without having to like shoot a bunch of helicarriers like into the middle of Washington D.C.
Oh,
Like, could you have called up Iron Man and had him like use a bunch of suits to like push the helicopters? I mean, the helicarriers into like the water or something.
Yeah, but it
Well,
was
I
it was
think
a Captain
hadn't
America movie though, so that's why.
by that time hadn't Iron Man already messed up all his suits already,
yeah.
or was it before?
But
Yeah, it was before.
yeah, it was before. Yeah, he still has his suits in Age of Ultron though.
Well,
Oh, yeah, he's
he remade them.
making
Yeah,
them
in Age of
constantly.
Ultron, he has that whole army of suits that go out and do stuff. The funny thing is,
Yeah.
just the way it works. Because I remember when Thor 2 came out. I don't know if you guys saw this meme where, like, where London is all getting jacked up, and then they're like, they show Captain America and Iron Man on the couch watching it on the news, and they're like, Tony, we should do something, and Tony's like, no, 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 and he's eating popcorn. Because it's just honestly
Well,
Thor
like,
has
if this is
Well,
happening,
here
like, why
in,
not call Thor? Like, you know what I mean? Like why is Thor not here? Like, because of Thor
Yeah, that's the
3?
thing.
It's stupid. No,
Thor
sure.
is Thor is busy trying not to get killed over there with Ragnarok, and
Yeah.
That's like in. I was reading, what was it? A Force, the latest issue.
Hmm.
And they actually go at one point, like, hey, we can't handle this. We should just call the Avengers now, right? And then Miss Marvel, of all people, goes like, hell no, this is our fight. It's like, oh,
That's pretty
oh,
cool.
well,
that
they
was
had
so
that
stupid.
in as well.
Yeah, Ant Man is like,
yeah,
yeah,
That
let's
was
call
so
the
dumb.
Avengers.
Because of that one
And then
sentence,
Pink
Dazzler
like, oh
had
no.
to die.
Wait, Dazzler
It's a
died?
really.
Spoilers, bro.
Oh, yeah. It made me cry.
another spoiler is
So
Uncle
sad.
Ben.
Now who's
Um,
gonna
Nick
have
dead.
sparkly disco powers?
but I'm for Team Cap, and I'll explain why, and
Mhm.
why I think he views his like side as completely different from Tony's. I think Cap has seen World War II, and he hears that Tony wants to basically create a list of people who are dangerous. And Cap has
Shield
seen
already
this
has one
happen.
though.
He's seen World War II, where people were put on lists and considered dangerous.
But
And
if you
I
watch
think,
Agents of Shield,
Yeah,
they
this
already
is
said
already
that like
happening.
Shield already has like a list of all the heroes and stuff like that.
yeah, but that's
Of
a
people who were
secret list.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, and they already have one though.
Yeah, but that's, like I said, that's a secret list. He doesn't, Cap doesn't know about that list.
Captain America worked for Shield like during the beginning of Winter Soldier. I'm sure he like had some idea that Shield had like a list of all the people who could be considered a threat.
If Daisy
Like
knows
that's
about the list, Captain knows about the list.
That's what they used for Winter Soldier. Like the helicarriers were going to go out and destroy, like kill all the people on that list.
Yeah, we'll even have that one guy saying we have a list of those people, Victor Strange, and it's one of the.
Yeah.
They name drop Victor Strange, and they name drop he names up a couple of other people, and then in the background, what is it? Iron Man 3 or Iron Man 2? They have the locations of different powered people.
But you know what? Those Shield agents
Yeah.
were high ranking though. Like the one that says that in Captain America, like the Stephen Strange
Yeah.
one, he is like he's one of the higher ranking Hydra dudes that's in Shield.
Daisy's not high ranking.
Daisy gets to know about it because she gets put on the list. That's why she knows about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain America's on the list. Captain America is on the list.
Every hero and villain is on the list.
Yeah, but they didn't treat Captain America the way they treated the Inhumans, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm kind of like with Nick V on this one, because just because you're on the list doesn't mean you know you're on the list. Especially with Captain America, because of his notoriety back during World War II. Everybody already
And
knew him. Everybody knows he's off of ice. So it's like, it's almost just like if you had to keep tabs on Kobe Bryant, it's pretty easy because he's in the news. You don't really have to look that hard. But if I'm trying to keep tabs on Saul the way I actually do, I have an open feed source in his vents. He doesn't know about it until right now. So that's what I'm trying to say. Don't look that way. It's not in that one. It's not in that one. It's in the other one. Anyways, that's what I'm just saying. Like, I kind of feel like maybe he doesn't know about the list, but I can see your point. Like, it makes sense. Like, you know, there were good people on this list that were considered, you know, evil and blah 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 blah. So I don't
This
know.
isn't just people who are evil. It's just for people who are considered dangerous. Like how Batman keeps tabs on every member of the Justice League because they are dangerous. Doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. It means that if like they get mind controlled or something like that, they are a very big threat.
yeah, but Batman isn't the government.
Is he?
Batman is one individual.
Batman is Batman.
Batman is one individual who can possibly single-handedly take out the Justice League.
Yes, he can. He has.
The government can't take out the like Avengers if they tried. Or at least not without like a
Batman
bunch
actually
of
has that same list for the Avengers because they've crossed universes before.
Yeah.
Well, what if Batman got brainwashed and then he knows how to take out the whole Justice League just by himself?
The
It's
storyline
called
about
Batman of Zur-Anar, where he has trained his mind to go in a sort of feral state where he becomes the Batman of Zur-Anar, where he
is
just
nothing
sort of
but Batman.
completes missions or objectives to come back to his normal state of mind.
Yeah,
It's
Batman
written by
are-
Grant Morrison. You should check it out. The costume is amazing. It's like purple with red and yellow. It's like,
It's
you know,
fantastic.
Batman on acid.
Nice.
Also, there was like a animated movie about that where the Justice League finds out about Batman's plans because the one guy, Savage or whatever the guy's name is, steals the plans from Batman and uses it to take out the Justice League. And they're like, how does he know all of our weaknesses? And Batman's like, I might have had a list of all of that.
I'm like, I read the comics.
It's screwed.
Yeah,
No,
the
he's like,
movie is pretty good as well, actually.
I read
Yeah,
your
but
origin.
I know what you mean.
I read your new 52 run. I know exactly what your powers are.
That's not in the
Yeah.
news.
Also, during Endgame, he takes out like Aquaman, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Superman.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just feel it's weird that Batman, the one that's not powered, is the one that can take them all out.
Yeah.
So in Civil War, I'm Team Batman.
Everybody's Team
Underwood.
Batman.
No, it's just like I said, Team Cap, because I think Cap is more for, at least for the freedom side of this. You know,
I think that man is more security over freedom. I think that he's willing to give up his freedom if it means that like the innocent people are safe.
yeah, but that's how it starts. Didn't you ever? Oh wait, have you read 1984 yet?
Nope.
Okay, that's where it starts, where you can learn about the oppression of government.
George
starts
Orwell.
and it starts by giving up personal freedom for security.
I like how this podcast all of a sudden turned into like literature. And while you're at it, pick up a book by G.K. Chesterton and how his book predicted Trump. It's literally a prophecy of what happened in
The
America
Simpsons
today.
predicted Trump.
But
But like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
anyways, we should probably move on to some more news because we've been on this topic for a hot minute.
I'll probably make a video about my stance on this.
Dude, you
Sure.
should. And to tag him. It'll be called Nick V,
Yeah.
My Real Stance. So what else you got for
Our
us, Nick?
argument against Nick, because he's the worst.
Oh,
Not a little bit of news. We know that Barbara Gordon was cut out of Batman v Superman.
yep.
Well,
Completely
Well,
cut out. Which
Well,
I
she'll be there in the
think
DVD.
In the DVD, in the R-rated DVD that's coming out.
Yep. I wonder if she'll get shot in the spine.
And that's why it's rated R. Just blood everywhere.
Just completely bloody massacre. Like,
Did you hear about this? That the whole Killing Joke is now out of continuity.
What?
Yeah.
how?
What
Yeah,
did
just came out this week. I think it was that I don't know the story. I don't know DC, but they were showing images in I think it was Barbara's mind,
Mm-hmm.
and they were on one side they were showing images that were in continuity, they were real, and on the other side they were showing images of stuff that were implanted in her head, and in that wall was the Killing Joke.
no.
So
Well-
now the Killing Joke is out of continuity.
Well,
Yeah.
Stop.
in its offense, you know, it is one of Alan Moore's lesser works. So,
Well,
I
in his
never-
own words.
in his
I
own
think
words, it's one of his lesser works. Well, us fanboys are like, Killing Joke is one of the most definitive comic books around. It's one of his lesser works. He wasn't even trying when he wrote The Killing Joke, so I
Said
guess
he was trying to
it's
get fired or something.
okay, but
Superheroes in
Right, that's what it-
costumes. It's all
that's-
bullshit.
He said that he was trying to get fired, wasn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Isn't that something? When he's actually trying to get himself fired, he writes one of the best comic books of all time. And when he's actually trying, we get books like Hypothetical Lizard. Don't ever read Hypothetical Lizard. That book sucked.
I was riding a wave on the mindscape, and I was like, oh, I have to write some bullshit for DC about some superheroes.
Well, I hope Eric gets to do some more interviews with him.
Dude, he's going to be hating on us. I really don't want to actually hear that episode of More with More. Because it's just going to be him talking about how we're hanging out with
Stupid
Skeletor. And we're all friends of Grant Morrison. And how, like, yeah.
I did just say that it was a really cool story about with Grant Morrison.
But yeah,
He's
so
one of
yeah,
my
but
favorite
she's not gonna be in
characters.
it. Did you guys also see? I don't know when I saw it. If I saw it this morning or last night, but I saw, and I don't know if it's true or not. But I saw a headline that said Robin is killed in the movie. Like Dick Grayson
Yep.
is dead.
Well, is it Dick Grayson or did it just say Robin?
It just says Robin.
It says
doesn't
Robin,
say
but in the
Grayson.
first trailers we got, there was a tombstone that says Richard Grayson.
Yeah, but that can just be that he coming back as. Oh wait, no. That's
No, they're saying he's dead. Like like
Isn't
Joker
his-
killed him.
Dick Grayson's father also called Richard?
Well, see, that's what
Yeah,
everybody
I
was
think-
thinking, but but the article I saw, and I didn't get to read it, I just saw like the headline. It says that like Zack Snyder confirms that he is dead in this movie, like in this movie universe. That like, I guess he's like the Jason Todd that got killed.
Wow.
Could be that they're only using Dick Grayson, because otherwise it'll get really confusing for people who don't know all the Robins.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's the same reason I think that they're using Barry Allen as the Flash, because if they use one of the other Flashes, I mean,
Like Wally West.
yeah, or even Jay Garrick. I mean, I think people who read the comics and people who watch the shows or whatever, we know who they are, but the common
General
person that goes to,
public.
general public, they don't know who they are.
Yeah, Wally West is the one that we know best, I guess, from people our age. because Wally West has been the Flash probably since the 80s ish. Yeah.
You see, I'm not I actually didn't get into comic books till very late in the game, and I actually didn't know about Wally West. I knew Barry Allen, mainly because of the '80s TV show, The Flash. That's the only one.
Oh, with the guy who now plays
Plays
his
the
dad.
dad. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a couple of episodes of that as well. Yeah, it was fun. But what were we talking about? Yeah, they're just making it easy because basically no one really knows another Robin aside from Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
That's the name most people know as Robin from the old TV show and like the previous movies. Any sort of thing on TV has always been Dick Grayson.
Yeah, most media has Grayson.
Yeah, everything except for Young Justice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and what's the one? Teen Titans Go. Which one is that one?
Teen Titans Go.
Is that Tim Drake?
It's Red Robin.
Oh, it's Red Robin. Yeah.
But I think they really they are really specific about that because Nightwing is part of that universe.
Yeah.
Another bit of news. You guys might be able to tell me who this person is. The Spider-Man reboot, the solo Spider-Man movie that's going to come out, with Marvel and Sony making it. They cast a female actress, singer, Zendaya, as one of the female lead roles. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
No, you got it right.
Apparently, she's the singer. But yeah, they didn't really say anything specific about the character. The name is Michelle, but I think that's just sort of to hide the fact that she's, one of the, famous characters.
Well, I mean, they came out and said that she's not Mary Jane and she's not Gwen.
Maybe Black Cat?
I don't know. I don't know how they're. I have yet to read what the premise for the next movie is going to be.
Yeah.
That's
Other than we have a young Aunt May.
Yeah.
Well, don't kid yourself. Marissa Tomei is not that young. She looks really good for her age.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, compared to the Aunt Mays that came before.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's used to like a Sally Fields and stuff like that, but I think this works because not only that, I mean, not only we're getting like the youngest looking Spider-Man, but it makes sense for it to be not that old of an Aunt May yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she definitely does show her age, but at the same time, like, she does look really good for her age, and she's a great actress. So.
Looks fine.
Yeah. So I think it'll work. And I mean, a young a young teenage kid living with his aunt. So yeah.
But one of the TV shows, like the animated ones, I haven't seen it, but I know that one cast a fairly young Aunt May as well. I just know because I listened to the Smodcast with Scott Mosier and Kevin Smith.
No, yeah.
And Scott Mosier was a writer for that. He was one of the original writers. And he was talking about it. So, yeah. So it's probably going to be based around that, I'm guessing.
Very cool. Very cool.
I'm
like, what else do you got for us?
Yeah, there's not that much news this week. That was kind of... Yep, there's the next week. It's next Friday.
Next Friday,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hype train. Are any of you guys rewatching the first one?
What?
Are any of you guys rewatching the first season?
I probably will.
I think I've watched it enough already.
I know it. Yeah, I know it by heart, but I can do all the lines from any scene.
How far in do you think we're gonna get Kingpin, or do you think Kingpin won't come out again, or till the very end? What do you guys think?
Kingpin won't be there this season.
at all.
I don't think he'll be there at all this season.
Yeah, or at least not Vincent D'Onofrio. I don't think will be. Might be like, oh, this happened. It's like, but he's in jail. How is this happening? You know what I mean? Maybe that, but I don't think we're.
I feel
Actually
like they're
seeing
gonna. I think towards the end they're gonna try to show something where he's gonna break out of prison or something.
it could be.
Maybe. But I think if we're gonna get a reveal, it's gonna be Bullseye.
Yeah.
Like a big hint at the end of the season, you know? It has to be
For
Bullseye.
Daredevil, for Kingpin and Daredevil, I would like the idea of Kingpin still being able to manipulate the crime in Hell's Kitchen, and like Daredevil's like, how is he doing this? And then he like
From jail.
Yeah.
So like throughout the main part of the season, he's just manipulating stuff, even behind bars, like having hitmen and stuff like that go after Daredevil.
Yeah. And I think
And then
that's what's gonna
he goes
happen.
towards the later end of the season, and then he's like, oh great, he's released again.
Yeah.
Probably could be.
I think that's the easiest way to do it. Like, you know what I mean? We have Vincent D'Onofrio stuck in our mind, so it's just like it would just make sense for this is happening here, and it's just like, oh, I can't, you try to stop him, but he's still doing what he's doing through behind bars or whatever, and then you just show a silhouette of somebody or a cut scene from season 1, and that's all you really need. They did have their premiere this week, and I guess they had the red carpet event, and they did the first 2 episodes on the big screen, and everybody's saying that John Bernthal stole the first 2 episodes, so we get Punisher right away on episode 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think he's going to be, at least for the first half of the season, the main antagonist. Because, he is... In most of the comics, he and Daredevil don't really get along that well. Like, after a while they do, and he just completely, like, either beats up Punisher or he just tells him not to shoot anyone, which doesn't always work.
Yeah.
He's like a
Punisher
Terminator.
always does that.
So I have a question.
What happened?
How do you guys think Civil War is going to affect like Daredevil and Punisher and all of them?
I think they made sure that it was gonna come out before Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's before Civil War. I don't think we'll see any of them in the movie.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
I
eventually. I think.
I know you
probably
probably the Daredevil actor keeps saying that he'd love to like be in Civil War or be along with the Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they do. The people who have the TV, I think the Netflix contract, I think they have in their contract that they can get called up to a movie in case they wanted to. Or in case the studio wanted to.
Yeah, I think that's in. At least I know for sure Charlie Cox. His contract is that at any time they can be like, yo. And I remember when the whole stipulation before they got Spider-Man was that maybe they will bring up Charlie Cox to be kind of do that Spider-Man unmasking type of a thing, and then that could lead into like maybe like season 3 of like Daredevil, like you know what I mean, like having Iron Fist pose as Daredevil, and you could have played with all of this stuff, but they got Spider-Man, so it's like, sorry Daredevil, you get to stay in Hell's Kitchen, blah blah blah.
You don't think they'll have Charlie Cox play his own twin brother?
I mean, he could. I don't know.
Talk about that.
honestly, I think if we're getting a season 3 Daredevil, which we'll probably do, it has to be Bullseye. Like, it's his main enemy. It's Daredevil versus Bullseye. That's your Batman Joker. That's it's his nemesis.
Yeah,
I have to disagree. I think Batman gets Stiltsman.
because we saw the stilts in the first season.
Well, I think someone said that they had seen a scene where it looks like he's fighting what's his name, Gladiator.
Maybe.
I forgot his name. The one that came out in the first season.
Yeah, he's in the guy that made the suit.
Yeah, it's Gladiator.
It could be. The thing that'll be interesting is how it plays out, because we already got the Jessica Jones, and I know that's all leading up to Defenders. Um, Apparently, Luke Cage is already slated for September 30th. I don't know if you guys saw the news on that. So that means that's pretty close to wrapping up. So I don't know if maybe Civil War will affect that one at all. Um, I wonder if they thought enough ahead for it to happen. I don't know.
I think they'll just mention it. It's just like in Daredevil where they just mention the
Yeah,
incident.
the
They'll
incident. Yeah,
just
the Battle of New York.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So I
think
mean, they could.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like the Civil War is actually going to end in a massive brawl that destroys a lot of New York again.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: do you guys think it's gonna Civil War will end with them all friends, or do you think it's gonna end with them still mad at each other? I feel like it's gonna end with them still at odds at the end of the movie.
Yeah, because it's
I
all
think
gonna
they'll
lead up
agree
to
at the end.
what happened? I get you
I
off.
think
I'm
they'll
sorry.
agree to disagree at the end.
I think that is going to happen in Infinity War or Gauntlet.
come back.
whatever that
No,
one's
no,
called.
no. Oh no, it has to be resolved by the end.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that like the Infinity Gauntlet is what makes them resolve it.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like they're gonna walk away at Civil War like, no, I don't like you. Mind your own dang business. If I see him, I'll punch you in the mouth.
They'll be
And then
yeah.
it's
They'll be
like Thanos. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to shake on it and join up again, so that way we can take out Thanos.
no, I don't really see that happening.
Nick, you're
Like-
supposed to be on my side, bro. Team Jake.
I wish I could be, but I just like on the one hand, I don't want the movie to end like that, and on the other, I don't think they're going to make a 2.5 hour movie end on pretty much the
And not
same
resolve it.
stage as like it started. Like that doesn't make any sense. Movie
Like-
writing wise.
I think that's gonna end where they're not really friends, they're more like colleagues. Like they're willing to work with each other, but they really don't like it.
They're still disagreeing against each other. Because I mean, in Batman versus Superman, it's Batman versus Superman. But how much of Batman versus Superman are we really going to get? They're going to end up joining forces. We already see that in the
In the trailers.
trailer. So how far? Like what is it? 30 minutes in, an hour in, we're gonna and then it's gonna switch over. Right? I feel like it's gonna be a civil war in Civil War, of course. And then they're gonna have to join forces to take whatever they're gonna take out, and then they're still gonna be going at it.
I think it'll end either two ways. It'll end the comic book way, where an innocent gets hurt because of their fighting, and Cap just says like, "I can't do this. If innocent people get hurt because we disagree on something, I will not fight."
Mm-hmm.
Because that was pretty much why I'm Team Cap in the first place, because he takes the high road all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that happens, we kind of know where how it's gonna end, right?
But the other way it can end is if Iron Man sees the error of his ways, basically, which might happen as well. It kind of depends on how they want to twist it. But that way, Cap will ultimately just it'll stay as it is, and Iron Man will just either be disillusioned with something or depressed for a bit, go back to drinking, or something else. But I don't think we'll actually see like them just going like, huh, and then walking off. That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't make sense.
It happens in real life all the time.
But you can't end a movie like that. You can't end something that's called war like that.
Well, let me
Because-
just say this: that Marvel is a game changer, and I think they might be willing to sacrifice the millions and millions of money they put in just to satisfy good old Jake. So we'll see in May who's right. Team Nick, # Team Jake.
I like how we keep coming back to Civil War.
Right? What is that about? All roads lead to Civil War, and we're the Illuminati.
See, that would be cool if it ended on the Illuminati being created.
Oh. Wouldn't it be
That would
like?
be
Do you
awesome.
ever get like excited and think about like, what if Marvel owned all of their stinking characters? Like, what if you could throw in the X-Men? What if you could throw in the Fantastic Four? Yeah, like, oh, it'd be so cool.
The coolest thing would be just be Wolverine claws out jumping from a helicarrier
Right.
into the rest of the X-Men going,
Oh man, I would
that's
love to see the like
sound Wolverine makes.
the like.
Just put on the Z-Man or something.
I would like love to see the after credit where it's like Wolverine going onto the helicarrier looking for like Crossbones, so that way like you can pretty
Stick
much
it
kill
in-
Crossbones to get the truth out of him, and then it's like, no, it wasn't me that killed Cap, and you're like, bum bum bum,
It was
like
the
that would be
nice,
the
sweet,
best.
innocent-looking lady over there.
Yeah, that would be the best like end credit scene ever. Yeah, it's the girl from Revenge that killed Chris Evans. You know what I mean? But
It was a broken heart that kills Chris Evans.
I know, right? It's a broken heart.
He dies a virgin.
Aww.
Yeah.
And he's clenching his chest. Peggy. Oh, that's right. We're gonna get a Peggy Carter burial scene at the beginning of the movie, huh?
Oh man, and then I love the series.
Didn't it get
Which
canceled?
Probably won't. It hasn't officially been canceled. They're saying that it is most likely canceled because the top person at ABC got replaced, and it wasn't getting the highest reviews, or I'm sorry, the ratings at the time. But it was awesome. I like the way. I mean, the villain, the way they resolved it wasn't the best, but I still enjoyed the season 2 of Agent Carter. We got to see more of the Black Force. Is that what's called? The Zero Matter?
I actually haven't seen Peggy Carter. I've been wanting to, but just haven't.
Do you remember Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 1 where Blackout came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they show in Agent Carter the force that gave him that power.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I need to go and check it out. I think Homegirl's a really good actress. And yeah, it's just one of those where I don't know, just missed it. And then I don't think it's on Netflix, so I haven't caught up on it.
No, yeah,
It's on Hulu.
I think it is on. Is it on Netflix? I'm not sure.
I don't think Agent Carter is.
No. It's not over here, but I have the Dutch Netflix.
Yeah, let me see.
Let
I got
me-
Netflix open anyways. Because I watched the Hidden Tiger Crouching Whatever's Part 2.
Did y'all watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
No, I missed it, man. I missed it.
Eric and I haven't done our review yet, so you need to watch this and get it in.
So you can jump on the review show?
Agent Carter is not on Netflix.
Yeah, no, it's not. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is, but yeah.
So we got our first look at Yo-Yo Rodriguez, which I personally.
Oh, she was in it?
Yeah, she was in it.
Wow!
And we see her do as a tandem with Daisy, and I feel like that was awesome. That scene. It was just Yo-Yo just going back and forth, and Daisy just throwing people away. And I won't give away like what happens or whatever, but that scene is pretty cool to me.
What?
Oh, we get Joey back.
Yeah, Joey ain't gonna be on it. What? Who is she? What actress is this?
I think she's from Brazil.
Yo-Yo Rodriguez. Oh, that's awesome.
Someone's mic just got really loud.
It's probably mine. Because I'm all excited.
You got excited.
He just couldn't hide it.
I can't, yeah. Very cool.
I was just thinking of a cool way that Daredevil could cross over with like the big name characters is if like say at the end of season 2 of Daredevil, Kingston does break out and like he becomes like a antagonist in one of the Spider-Man movies, and like Daredevil helps Spider-Man take out Kingston.
See, that would be really cool. There's so many comics where Daredevil. By the way, Daredevil is Marvel's Batman. That's why I always confuse the two. where Daredevil and Spider-Man team up to defeat Kingpin. That happens a lot.
I thought Night Thrasher was Marvel's Batman.
Hmm?
I thought Night Thrasher was Marvel's Batman.
Sure.
But nobody
Moon
knows who
Knight
Night
was,
Thrasher
so-
is.
Isn't he that Todd McFarlane thing he created?
Night Thrasher. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Isn't that the one on the skateboard?
Night Thrasher? I don't know. He's like a bootleggy, janky looking.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Nightclaw.
No.
Batman Wolverine.
Oh, Darkclaw.
Oh, yeah.
Darkclaw.
Out the universe to get it on the
Something.
movie. There should be a movie based off of the amalgam.
Oh
the
no.
Oh no, I don't think that'll work.
They're all the
Like
worst.
Green Lantern.
Yeah, I just want to see Night Thrasher show now.
Yeah, if Daredevil did cross over Spider-Man, I think it'd be interesting to see how like Spider-Man's lighthearted, like I don't really like interrogate people, like kind of personality interacts with like Daredevil's dark. I want to stab someone through the eye and then throw them off the rooftop and then personality.
See, they can do a lot of really cool things with Daredevil because a lot of people have interacted with Daredevil. Because he sort of switches between the bigger Marvel universe and just, the street level stuff. There's lots of crossovers with, like in Shadowland, pretty much all of the Marvel universe comes around Hell's Kitchen.
I was actually just reading the first issue of when Spider-Man and Daredevil meet.
Okay.
You guys read that one yet? This is like the very first, like the first couple of issues of Spider-Man.
No.
And it's basically Foggy and what's her name?
Karen?
Karen?
Karen.
They decide that they want to go take Matt to the circus because he's gonna have fun. He can't see.
Yeah, blind man to a circus. Brilliant idea.
So during that same issue, the ringmaster. Do you guys know who the ringmaster is?
You can see all the clowns, Matt. Oh wait, no, you can't.
It's a Spider-Man comic book?
Yes, Ringmaster first came out with Hulk, where he actually hypnotized the Hulk to do what he like to do his bidding.
What?
So he came out on Spider-Man and he announces that Spider-Man's going to be at the circus. So of course Peter's like, oh, I wonder why am I going to be there or whatever, So he goes and investigates.
Yeah.
So while the show's going on, Ringmaster has this little hypnotic disc on his hat, and he hypnotizes everybody. That's his little thing. He hypnotizes everybody and he just robs them. And then when they leave, everybody snaps out of it. So Spider-Man drops down. He gets hypnotized, and everyone gets hypnotized except for Daredevil because he's blind. So now it's Spider-Man gets sent to fight against Daredevil.
Spider-Man would rip him apart. I mean, I love Daredevil. He's an amazing character, but Spider-Man can lift big trucks and stuff. Daredevil's just a guy.
That's trained by ninjas.
This is how they used the whole because Spider-Man was brainwashed. He had a disadvantage because each time he did something, he had to stand and wait for his next command. So he's able to. Daredevil's able to knock the hat off of Ringmaster's head and use it to bring back Spider-Man. But for some reason, not everybody else. He just decides to just do it on Spider-Man. So after a while, Daredevil's like, I gotta get out of here and get back in my lawyer suit. And while he's stressing up, he's like, this is what I hate about being a superhero, is going back to my normal clothes. So boring.
That's funny. You know what? Since you brought up like Daredevil and like Spider-Man, or Daredevil going to the zoo, I have this meme or the circus. Yeah, I have this meme in my office that has like Daredevil and Deadpool, and Deadpool's like, "Hey Matt, check out this really cool video I found on YouTube," and then it shows like Daredevil, like a close up of Daredevil. It's like, I hear cats. Like, 'cause he can't see it, but he's all like, hey, Matt, here's a video, watch. And he's like, Daredevil's blind, it's messed up. And he's just like, I hear cats. Is it a cat video?
I wonder, are the superheroes aware that Daredevil is a blind man, or do they think that he's just like a normal guy who like knows a lot of martial arts and stuff?
The way
Most of
that
them don't know that he's
yeah,
blind. There's a couple of people that know.
Yeah.
Most of them enemies of him. But most of the people, like, there's a couple of people he trusts and they know it, like the heroes for hire all know.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sure most of the Avengers don't know
Yeah, only like the
because
key people, like maybe
I
well,
know
like
yeah,
maybe like Reed Richards probably knows, even though
yeah,
he's
Tony Stark
invalid.
knows
Tony
because he
Stark.
gave him Vision in Superior Iron Man.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah, I
like,
think
"I'm gonna do the worst thing possible to you. I'm going to heal your eyes."
Yeah. The one thing that makes you you.
the Spider-Man villain Electro is aware that Daredevil's blind.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
some
could be.
villains I know, but
Villains
Because
sometimes know, yeah.
yeah, because Daredevil and Spider-Man were chasing down Electro, and when Electro like made a really bright light, it blinded Spider-Man. So Spider-Man thought the light, yeah, it didn't affect Daredevil at all. So he was like, only a blind man would. Oh wait a second, you're blind.
yeah.
And then he used that to like almost take Daredevil's butt because he was like, you're a blind man, so I need to like do all these different things to satisfy your sense.
Yeah, and he's electricity. I mean,
yeah, why did you just shock
he can't.
Yeah.
You can't really see or smell
Like-
or hear electricity unless it's like at a really
But he has
high
that radar
voltage.
sense though. He has
Yeah,
that
the
radar sense, I think is like stronger than Spider-Man Spider had.
They'll be like his
Oh, it is,
his
yeah.
glasses insulated him. Or his suit, like the one that what's in the Ben Affleck used.
Ben Affleck
Oh.
because it was like, comic accurate, but I prefer like the more battle armor look they had in the Netflix series.
Oh, I don't like the Netflix armor at all.
Yeah,
I want to get the all new, all different Daredevil costume.
I just don't like the helmet.
Oh, the black one.
yeah, the helmet looks
Yeah.
the helmet looks too like.
It looks too
Is it
like
like
a
a
helmet.
bulgy?
I want it to be more like.
Well, to be fair, he is blind, so they want to make sure he doesn't go get a concussion. And fall.
See, that's why I kind of forgive it, because it's and then it's made by the Gladiator guy, so it's made to be like a battle type armor type thing. And then the thing about it is like he does get punched in the face a lot. So you know
He
what I
gets
mean?
his butt kicked pretty bad.
Like yeah, you know what I mean? I know the Murdoch boys are built tough, but I feel like that's what kind of like limits it, is the fact that like he's supposed to be like this tough Murdoch guy, and he's supposed to be the guy that's beat up the whole show. You gave him battle armor, so it makes me feel more like he's not going to get as beat up as he should.
I think they should replace it at some point with pretty much the original costume, or even give him the new, all different one.
Yeah,
but-
when the armor slows me down, I need something that
Exactly.
sure, it can deflect bullets, but it needs to be like thin, and I should be able to like be able to change into it in public quickly without having to like strap on all this like, armor and vest and helmet.
It has to be the reason Batman pretty much just wears pajamas. Because anything but the pajama and the cape would slow him down. He is a super trained ninja who uses the darkness and stealth. He doesn't need armor unless he's a failure.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that meme that or it's Adam West on the red phone and it's like, "Hey Tony, I need your help. I'm gonna fight this alien or whatever." And then this is Tony's like, "Say no more," and then it shows him in the
Battle suit.
battle suit.
Yeah. That's pretty good meme. I can dig it. Well, it seems like we're running out of steam. Is there anything else you want to talk about? There's nothing more awkward than dead silence on a podcast.
Let's just look at each other.
That's very true. There's not a lot more news than this, honestly. I haven't seen that much more, at least.
Yeah.
Unless you guys know any more.
No.
They're full of breaches now on Netflix.
The what
Right?
now?
Halo Fall of Reach, the like animated prequel to Halo,
Fuck Halo.
like the game series.
Such a horrible game. I don't know why people play it.
Now that you said that,
Damn, man, you just made Brando mad. He's like, how dare you?
now that you said
Honestly,
I
that,
love the lore and history behind it. Like most times,
There's no history behind it.
I love the story to Halo and stuff like that. I think it's really cool.
Do you know what the real story behind Halo is? It's like,
What?
hey, we're Microsoft. We need to create a game. Hey, 10 years ago, people made this game called Unreal. Let's copy it. Let's copy all of it. Ta-da! Halo.
I've never played any of them, so
I played the first two Halos. The first one was fun just because it was different, but the level design sucked. Because you could be stuck in a level like going around in circles and circles, not finding the door. And then when you finally found the door, you felt like super stupid because it was very obvious. But the designs are just so bad. And then Halo 2 was cool because then you could dual wield guns. You're like, I've got two guns. This is super fun. And then you got to play as the alien, and you have like power swords. And then you could play with your buddy on the co-op and just play the same level for 5 hours because you never saved it and got past it.
I really enjoyed it up till like Halo 4 because they took out my favorite game mode, which was Firefight, where you're just there defeating like an endless wave of enemies until you die, and I really love that mode.
Oh, like horde mode?
You change it so you have like, yeah, you could have it set like you can jump to like the top of the map and you like have flash of speed to go around say endless rocket launcher. It's just fun like having an army of aliens trying to just sit there and just blow them up over and over again.
yeah, I've never played Halo, but my favorite series is Mass Effect. And in
Yeah.
Mass Effect 3, they had the survival waves, the 10 waves.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much it's you and 3 other people at the most, and you just have to survive these waves of these different armies coming up. Which I'm going to use this to shamelessly plug one of my stuff that I'm going to be doing.
Hey!
I am rereading Mass Effect Revelation, and I'm going to be doing a review on that one, as well as the other ones and the comics. And I won't be doing the games because I'm pretty sure everybody's done that already. So.
I'm doing videos of Fallout and Halo sometime, like within the next few weeks.
That's cool.
Fallout has a nice history. That starts back in the 80s.
Fallout,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to like discuss how they got to the point of like nuclear war and how it got to from being like our world to being like the wasteland and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I remember playing the first Fallout like on the old computer, which was before, Windows was really a thing.
Yeah. When you're playing on that like big giant gray box thingamajig,
Exactly.
and there's like the keyboard built into it, or what?
Yeah, where the computer had a turbo button.
Yeah.
Did you die of dysentery?
Yeah, on the Yukon Trail.
I've had one of those in my crawl space for a really long time.
Oregon Trail.
Didn't
I
they have the
never
Yukon
used it
Trail
once.
too?
I don't think so.
Bro!
No, the Oregon Trail.
Dude, no,
That's-
there's a Yukon Trail, Holmes. Hold on. Yukon.
Oregon Trail was the travel from the east to the west when the people were discovering the United States.
Oh, I'm going a little bit into the future.
Those were my people.
The Yukon Trail is 1994. And that was on...
Screw the Yukon. I don't know what the Yukon is.
I don't know what it is either, but I remember playing it. It's from the developers of the Oregon
Isn't that a
Trail.
mountain? Yukon?
The Yukon? I don't know, bro. Yucatan? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, Yucatan is a mountain. That's what I know.
Let me see. Hold on.
Uh,
Hold on.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's
Um,
from the maker of the Oregon Trail comes the Yukon Trail. Ages 10 to 16, the Learning Company.
Oh, we can't play it anymore.
Yo,
Is
the
that the same people
graphics
that
are
made the
legit on
Learning
this
Channel?
though, man. Holy crap.
anyways, let's not get super distracted by this. We have a small segment that we do in the end of the show.
Yes, we do.
and it's basically what are you reading or what have you been watching lately?
Yes.
Let's start with Jake.
Okay. I'm really excited to say that I'm going to be replaying the Yukon Trail here in the near future. No, I think last podcast I watched the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2 on Netflix, the original Netflix movie. It was good but weird, if that makes sense.
Did you see the first one?
I did see the first one. I actually really enjoyed the first one, and I the first one is it in Cantonese or is it in Mandarin?
Mandarin.
It's in Mandarin, right? Yeah. And so it's weird because part two is all in English, and it's weird.
All in English?
It's all in English, and the
Did
thing
they-
that's
Is
weird
it
about
dubbed
it,
or?
Yeah, exactly. It's dubbed there.
it's what's weird is that people like Michelle Yu, who I know is fluent in English and actually doesn't have an accent. It's cool seeing her back in it, but then it's just weird seeing this character that she's playing from the first movie speaking English, and then you have like Donnie Yen show up, and Donnie Yen's like a total badass in this. He's like one of the best parts of the movie, or any movie he's in. Um, and then it's weird because his English, of course, is a little more broken, I guess you could say. Um, but then
But
it's like
is it actually the actors talking in English, or is it because it's on Netflix they have the English dubbed in there?
no, it's English. It was filmed in English.
Oh wow.
Oh,
It's not like if it was a dub that would be cool. If it was subtitles, I would have preferred subtitles and hear it in Mandarin to be honest with you. But I'm assuming because it's Netflix and Americans are super ridiculous about reading, which irritates me. That I'm just like, you guys are missing out. Like when Jet Li did that movie Hero. I don't know if you guys remember that movie.
I didn't see it, but I remember.
Yeah, it's like Quentin Tarantino like helped produce it to get it into America. Even that movie is so good. The music is good. The visuals are good. That movie tells like three stories in one movie, but like the three stories are the same stories. And the cool thing with the way they do it is they use colors, and you don't realize it until like you get towards the end of the movie that you're like, that whole part was in red, that whole part was in green, that whole part was in blue, and everything is significant, especially when you get to the end. It's such a really good story. If you can find it, it's called Hero. It's got Jet Li in it. It's got Donnie Yen in it. Wonderful story. I remember when it came out, I watched it, recommended it, and one of my friends like had the audacity to tell me that they went to go see it and they walked out because they had to read. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Are you that much of a greasy American that you can't sit down and read? Like, you're missing
You
out
want to
on
hear something funny?
What's that? Is it about greasy Americans? Because I want to hear it.
No.
Oh.
Every movie here, except for kids' movies, are subtitled.
Really?
Every movie, every TV show, everything. I can't watch anything like The Walking Dead is on. Like we have Fox as well, Fox Netherlands, and well, it's on Fox here, and it's The Walking Dead, but it's subtitled
Right.
in Dutch. Just
Yeah,
So
and
they
that's the
don't
way it
realize
is.
that yet.
That's the way it is everywhere else in the world. Like I remember going when I was a kid.
No, Germans dub everything.
Oh, they do. Well, then maybe the
Oh,
next.
Mexico,
it's
they-
horrible.
In Mexico, they dub it.
Do they? I just feel like because I went to watch Lion King as a kid in Mexico, and it was dubbed, or I mean it had subtitles. Because I remember when they were like inviting me to go, like, hey, like my aunts and uncles are like, hey, come down for the summer, when we're little kids, and they're like, hey, there's this movie El Rey Leon that's really good. We want to take you guys, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a hard time understanding it because it's gonna be in Spanish, and I was all nervous, and I show up and it's subtitled, and I'm like, yes, I can listen to this movie because I'm the only American.
When it's actually in the theaters, I think they'll subtitle it. But when it comes out on DVD and
DVD, TV.
they'll actually finally
Dub it.
It's like Shrek. I've never seen Shrek all the way through in English.
Really?
I've only seen it in Spanish because I prefer the Spanish version
Really?
than the
Over
English
Mike
version.
Myers? That's
Do you know?
interesting.
Well, do you know who Eugenio Derbez is?
Yeah, Eugenio does it.
He plays Donkey.
Oh, he's an awesome,
Yeah,
probably, he's probably better than Eddie Murphy then,
yeah,
right?
yeah. He
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
that dude is a genius
Better than Eddie
comedian.
Murphy?
Dude, Eugenio Derbez is probably like he could be Mexican like treasure. He's that hilarious. He's got a movie called Instructions Not Included. That's really it's half English, half Spanish. That
Okay.
movie is so good, and he's so funny in it. I can't think of what other movie he's been. He's been in some other stuff. He's slowly
He's
coming
had
into America.
he's had smaller movies
Yeah,
on
he's
Mexico,
slowly
but
coming into like American movies and different stuff like that. But that dude is like a genius comedian. Like he's super hilarious. But so anyways, going back to what I was saying, the dragon movie, it was just so weird. And then it's like the villain is Jason Scott Lee, who played Bruce Lee in the Bruce Lee movie and played Mowgli in the first live action. So it's weird seeing
Liu
him
Kang.
as a bad guy. Yeah, Luke King. Yeah, or in was it Balls of Fury? He was the Hey Guaylo guy. So it was weird seeing him as a bad guy because I'm just like, you're not cool enough to be this bad guy. But yeah, it's just so weird. And then there's one actor and an actress. I think it's Harry something. I forget what his last name is now. Good actresses, but then it's weird because they kind of have like a bit of an English accent. It's very subtle, but then you can hear it. So it's like, hello. And I'm like, what? This is just so weird. It's in English and they have British accents. And then, so it was, I felt like that took it out of it for me. But visually, it looks just as good as the first movie. The fighting, the like kind of like flying, hovering ninja type moves that they did in the first one is in it. The jade sword is back in it. Um, the interesting styles of like martial arts they kind of over embellish. Like there's the guy called Flying Blade, and all he uses is like throwing knives, and then
Your
the iron.
typical
Yeah, you know the
Chinese,
typical like yeah.
Chinese kung fu
Yeah, you know
movie.
what I mean. Yeah, there's the Iron Fist guy who's got like just the iron bracelets that he fights with, so he doesn't actually fight with
Oh yeah.
swords. Um, and then of course they have like the drunken fist guy. So he's the drunk guy that's like fighting people with a beer in his hand and like taking a drink and halfway beating people up. So it's fun and stuff, but it's weird seeing it in English. So, but other than that, yeah, no, I've been watching like stupid other shows like New Girl and.
New
I
Girl
don't watch
is
that
not
too.
stupid.
Well, it's not stupid, but it's
I love
kind of
that show.
stupid. Yeah, the shows. It's like that. Like
Cracks me up.
no, Nick and Schmidt, man, my favorite guys.
Oh, I love Winston as well.
Winston, yeah, Winston is good, and then I even like
All of them.
Coach. Yeah, they're all good.
Coach.
Even Jess and what's her name,
Cece.
Cece.
Yeah.
Like I just saw what was the episode? Oh, I saw the episode last night. It's on Netflix, but the episode where homegirl's dating the British teacher, and they're trying to figure out they're trying to figure out the field trips, and then like Coach is trying to like become the sexy teacher again, and it's not a
Oh,
Coach is-
there's a line in there by what's his name, the comedian, the guy who was also writing.
Deadpool. Yeah. What's his name now? I forgot what his name is. But yeah, he's in it.
Brian Posehn.
Yeah, Brian Posehn. Yeah, the writer of Deadpool.
So is this what I have to do?
Yeah, and he starts unbuttoning his shirt. I don't know if you guys seen him. He is not an attractive man.
You know you're not my type, but okay.
Yeah, he's like, if you were more a Latina build, it's kind of funny.
No, I'm actually only in the first season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just got to the one where they had Schmidt's birthday, where Jess gets
That one is my
the
favorite
strip-
episode from
the
first
male
episode.
stripper.
Yes.
Oh,
And then he
and
starts
that's
singing
with,
gospel
Lizzie
songs.
Kaplan in it.
Dude, yeah, that's my favorite episode from the first one. They're like, what was it? Where he drinks that like the jungle juice or whatever it's called.
We has to fill the whole jar of the
Bro juice.
douche.
Bro
the
juice, yes.
the douche jar.
Yeah. Or was it We Rock This Schmitty? We built this Schmitty on Rocky Road.
Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, Tootsie Roll. I thought it was Rocky Road.
Yeah, because he's like,
I
Yeah,
still
he's
don't know
chubby.
what a Tootsie Roll is, but I can guess from the
It's
context.
it's like a
Like a
chocolate.
candy.
Yeah, it's a chocolate candy that looks like poop. Like when you untwist
Yeah,
it
it
and
tastes
get
like
it out.
it.
Yeah, it's a terrible. I don't know how those things exist. It's like candy corn. Like, why do we have this, but people still buy it?
Not only that, you have the Tootsie Pops, which are even worse.
Tootsie Pops aren't that bad.
Well, once you get finished with the pop, you get to the Tootsie Roll and it's
Bro, it's probably because you're taking too long to get to the center. If you were like the owl, it just takes 3 licks.
How many licks does it take?
Exactly, bro. 3. The owl showed you. I don't understand what you're doing wrong, Saul, but you're doing it wrong. 3 licks and then take a big old crunch and you're good to go.
And then
Yeah, and then you die. So,
Yeah.
what are you guys watching? Because I know, Saul, you're doing a review on a certain show, and Nick V, you've been interested in finding somebody else that's been watching it because nobody in America is other than Saul. So,
I still can't remember what exactly the date is of that show, but it is
11,
Stephen
22,
King's.
63.
Exactly.
I've read the book and I've been watching the show. The show is pretty good. It's not as good as I wanted it to be, but that's coming from someone who read the book. My friends who have not read the book actually love it. So yeah, and I'm doing the review every week. I actually haven't
Yeah,
done this.
I've been watching faithfully.
I haven't done this week's review, so I have to do that. Hopefully before Monday.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
yeah.
I think I've actually read a lot of Stephen King books as well. I've watched pretty much every movie and TV show based on his work, including Tommy Knockers.
ooh, Tommy Knocker.
See, I know that, you know.
Well, I mean, you got like Maximum Overdrive is one of the worst films for me.
I love
But
it. But
but I don't know if you guys have you ever you know who the Nostalgia Critic is?
yeah. Oh, the Langoliers.
Yeah.
No. Well, he did Maximum Overdrive, and he said he's ripping on it how he normally does, but then he goes, Stephen King directed this movie, Maximum Overdrive, so he knew what he was doing. So he's like, is it just how bad he is at directing, or is it he just not taking it seriously because his work? I mean, it's about a bunch of cars and vehicles that come to life. Come on.
It's machines in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, so was he more like just like, hey, I mean, just don't take it seriously. It's just a story. So I really like that movie, even though it's a bad movie. I really like the movie.
Green Goblin truck. You can't go wrong with it. That thing looks so cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm watching 11, 22, season 3. Hopefully I'll get the review before the next show comes out.
I think what I'm most afraid of is the under the dome effect, what I will call it from now on, where it would be very good if they contain it in one season, like the entire story, do it in one season and just call it quits there. Yeah, just make like a lot of British shows do, like 10 episode miniseries. That's it.
As far as I know, that's what they're planning to do with this. They're not going to go ahead and extend it for too long. The only thing I can see that they're trying to do is if they wanted to spin off other dates or whatever, just find someone else to find these rabbit holes and go back and try something. But then again, you start messing around with all these different rabbit holes.
Time travel.
You start messing with all these other stuff that other people have been doing. So I don't know. I'm watching that. I'm watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which, like I said before, is awesome. You guys go to watch that. The Flash is awesome. I don't watch the Arrow. I don't watch. I kind of watch DC. Was it Legends of Tomorrow?
Oh, I gave up on that.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since episode 4 or episode 3, I think. I kind of wanted to go back. It's just I'd rather watch them in groups rather than having to wait for it. And the same thing with Supergirl. I know Eric told me that Supergirl he likes it, which is surprising.
From Eric, yeah.
He liked it. Yeah, but it's not that I don't like it. Is I rather watch it in groups because it's I don't know. It doesn't keep me coming back week after week after week to watch it like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The Flash does. And of course, watching Survivor. which Nick says he doesn't know what it is.
Well, you sort of explained it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I'm doing also we do weekly recaps or podcasts on that one as well. And reading, I already said Mass Effect books and Footprints comics that I'm gonna go ahead and be reviewing pretty
Cool.
soon.
Yeah. About you,
I know.
Brando? What do you got?
Um,
I put it.
I'm going to be rewatching Daredevil for preparation for Daredevil season 2. I've been watching Legends of Tomorrow, all the current DC shows, and I'm going to be rewatching all three Human Centipede movies for my video that's coming out soon.
Did you say Human Centipede?
Yes, he did.
Yep.
I don't agree with
Watching
it,
them.
but
Remember Dutch director?
the only
National pride
thing,
there.
the only thing the Dutch hate that they've put out,
Yeah, because most of the
because they're pretty proud of America, what they did with For America, and what they've done for
the
cheese
RoboCop
and chocolate.
movies. Starship Troopers was awesome.
But yeah,
They got Boss Rutan
Boss Rutan is amazing.
Yeah, Bas van Rutten,
and Overeem.
Rutger Hauer. What's her name? Jean Grey from the first X-Men.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Famke Janssen.
From yeah.
Melisandre from Game of Thrones. What's his name? Dario. No,
Yeah.
Dario Naharis from Game of Thrones is also Dutch.
There's
So
a lot of
plenty
good
of
that's come
Dutch
from the
talent
Dutch,
in-
but
Hell yeah. But yeah,
Brando is gonna
movies.
Brando is gonna be brave and go where no man's ever gone, and he's gonna do a review the Human Centipede, all three.
And there's going to be images everywhere. Like,
Now, do you have? If you're gonna watch all three Human Centipedes, do you have to watch them back to back?
He would have to.
I recommend that because I've seen most of them before, and the first one ends where it's a movie inside of the second movie, and then the second movie ends where it's a movie inside the third movie. The third movie takes place because someone convinces the head of a prison to watch the first two Human Centipede movies, and he says we could do that.
And then it's Deadpool watching it.
I just want you to make sure that you're eating while watching all of those movies.
I
That
did
could be
eat
your-
while watching it.
Just
That
a
could be
big
your
old-
video, like watch trying to eat while you watch the movie, and
Yeah, just a big bowl of macaroni and cheese. Just
No, what was it again from the South Park one? Cuttlefish. Oh, he poops it all.
They had it called the Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Human Centipede.
iPad sharp to Human Centipede, and it was funny.
It will not read.
It's amazing. That is amazing. So, did we cover you already, Nick V? What are you
No,
reading? What are you reading and watching right now?
I'm not really watching all that much specifically. I've been catching up on Person of Interest because I like that show. I pretty much love everything that J.J. Abrams puts his little fingers in. I've been catching up on some comics that I haven't been, reading for a bit. And one of them was All New, All Different Wolverine. So I caught up with that.
I need to catch up on that one.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, dude, I got the first
It's
one.
really strange because it's a Wolverine book, and you think like it's Wolverine, Marvel Universe, big, but it pretty much reads like an indie comic book. Like they're very sort of standalone from the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
They deal with the the Alchemax Corporation.
Mm-hmm.
No, getting corporations mixed up. But they're it's from her original origin, and it's the art isn't very much like normal Marvel comics. It's very indie-ish as well.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. The
Yeah.
stories, especially this issue, issue 6, finished up the first arc, and it was quite emotional for some characters.
Mm.
Like you actually, there's some people you lose some people from the start.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, so it's pretty awesome. It's just awesome.
Yeah, I regret not staying up with that one because I got the first one and I really liked the first one, and somewhere along the way I missed like the 2 and 3, and I'm like, I'm too far now. I might as well just wait for the trade, but because
See,
I
that's
hate
what.
doing that, like having to drop like $4 on a comic, and then you're like, oh, I missed two. That's $8, but I really want to read Mockingbird. You know what I mean? So I'm
That's
just,
exactly what I had. I had like um
Marvel
I
Unlimited
read
costs
the
way.
first two issues and then I
yeah,
didn't read the third and the fourth issue. And then I saw this week issue 6 came out and it said that the arc was finished. So I was like, okay, I can now go back, and
yeah,
catch up. So that's what I'm pretty much doing for all the things now.
yeah, catching up. Yeah.
Doctor Strange, I have to do that for. I have to do that for Extraordinary X-Men.
Mm.
The only thing I don't have to do it for is A-Force because it's only been 3 issues.
Yeah.
But A-Force is so
Yeah, A Force is
seriously
good. I love
A-Force,
the Secret Wars.
amazing artwork, amazing story, and it's awesome.
And Dazzler dies because you kind of spoiled
Yeah,
that. No more disco powers. So yeah, the only I
This
forgot
goes
to say
jazz
what.
up.
Yeah, the only books
it's really sad the way she dies.
she dies. I
Like
imagine.
it's they
You
sort of
go
have
into the
this.
1980s.
Well, yeah, Dazzler is a sort of throwaway
They start playing
um,
some Donna Summers music
character.
in the background.
Well, no, but it's because of what's her name? Singularity.
Uh huh.
She gets hunted. That's basically the setup for the arc that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
She gets hunted by something that looks like sort of a bigger male version of her.
Okay.
Um, and it apparently shoots antimatter or something. It doesn't really make any sense. It's sciencey.
Yeah, comics.
And yeah, at one point that thing just takes Dazzler and kills her. And Singularity, because she sort of looks like what 12, 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
She has to say goodbye to like the corpse of Dazzler, which is just one of the saddest images you will see this year in comics.
Dang.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Well,
Well, he already spoiled it, so yeah.
Yeah, but that was
No, but
amazing.
that happened. Or
Wait, what happened?
I was saying that before. All he said was, "Oh, she dies," and now he just went out and said,
Oh well, might as
That makes
well. I think
Yeah.
if something has been spoiled, you might as well go all the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're 2 weeks like too late, so it's yeah.
Yeah. So it's already
Yeah.
2 weeks out. So
Yeah.
there's one thing that I kind of like. I understand why some podcasts are like, "Well, it's the spoilers. Let's stay away from it." But when it's kind of, you know what I mean? Like if we were to like drop Deadpool spoilers now, and people would get mad at us, I'd be like, "Really? It's already had its month anniversary." Because
Yeah, exactly.
that's their new thing. But yeah,
That's
I
your
don't know. But cool. So I guess we should probably wrap it up because we've been at it for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
"All right."
This has probably been
Yeah,
our
I'm
longest.
about to get that hook around my neck.
Yeah, I know. You're already getting the look from the wife like I'm hungry. Let's go. Let's say bye to your sweaty nerd friends. We gotta go eat.
Yeah, mangiare.
Yeah. So
That's Italian for eating.
is it really?
Oh,
Man,
Brandon's
Brando
gone.
drops right now. He just hung up. He's like, I'm done with these nerds. Okay, here he comes back. But
Nice.
yeah. So anything else you guys want to plug for next week or anything?
I think I've shamelessly plugged everything. I'm doing.
Yeah, you're like
I think we
speaking
know
of Stephen
exactly
King.
what Saul's doing this week.
Yeah.
At
So
Perezpective.
yeah, so if you guys
Yeah.
want to see more of our good friend Saul, you can check him out on YouTube at Perezpective. And he's got this. Throw on the shades real quick, man, so they know who they're looking for.
When you look for my channel, you'll see this guy that looks like
Yeah.
this.
Boom. Just look for the dude with the shades. and you find him, click on it, subscribe, and you could on his YouTube you find out all about podcasts about Survivor, Agents of Shield. Sometimes when I'm actually on time and I watch Agents of Shield, they have me on, which is pretty fun, and we just make fun of Lincoln and talk about how Daisy Johnson, we still call her Sky for some dumb reason. But now I want to go back because now we're going to just start talking about Yo Yo Rodriguez because that's just fun saying her name, Yo Yo. It makes me think like she's about to start rapping, like Yo Yo. Anyways, terrible joke. But Perezpective on YouTube, check it out, subscribe to him, share his videos. And same thing on Twitter, at Perezpective. And we have it down on the bottom. It's been there the whole time. His Twitter handle has been up there the whole time, so definitely check him out. And Nick V, you can find him on Twitter at SigMindNick, and he mostly retweets my stuff because I need all the help I can get because nobody actually follows me, so he's trying to do his best to help me out. But no, he actually does post some funny stuff, some cool stuff, comic book related, movie related, totally worth following. And he is the star of the Saturday Morning Nerds, so what better place to interact with him than on Twitter? And of course, Brando Vader, at Brando Vader. You can also find him on YouTube at Cosmic Nerd Studios. If you have a stomach strong enough, he does have that human centipede video coming out pretty soon. I think you said are you still working on that Daredevil video, Brando? I know. I think we're having a situation where he can hear us, but he can't. We can't hear him. But I know he was working on a Daredevil video. Yeah, I think it's called just dropped right now. He does have a Daredevil video he was working on as far as like lie detectors and how does Daredevil do that. And he's got some stuff on the Flash and different other cool stuff on his video. So check it out. It's Cosmic Nerd Studios. And you can also find me on this channel that you're watching this on now, El Cheapo Comics. I started a new thing called Rap Recaps Fridays. So I've got one for Kendall Block Blues that came out yesterday. The week before I did another Castle. Next week I might be doing a Daredevil Elektra Rap Recap. And yeah, so we'll see. I think it might be a thing. People seem to like them. They haven't said boo, you're no Jay-Z yet. So anyways, with that saying, any last words, guys, before we ship out? Like we're in the war? I don't know why I say that. Okay.
Say, yeah, boy.
Yeah. And next week, we might be having Owen Likes Comics, unless he stands us up again. Or
we have to put some gas in his TARDIS.
Yeah.
The coolest thing would be with just every week we announce Owen's going to be here
Yeah,
next
he's
week,
gonna be here every
and then
week.
he's never going to be
He
on.
never shows up. So next week, Owen Likes Comics will probably not be with us. But stay tuned, because we're not going to tell you until we actually go live. So, with that being said, Brando, we got you back. Is there anything you want to plug on your channel or Twitter?
I recently joined a podcast on a YouTube channel named Panda Master.
Panda Master?
Yeah, he does Let's Play videos.
Cool.
And he recently started a podcast, and I am on that podcast pretty regularly as well.
Nice.
Cool.
So look for that. It's called Panda Master.
Is it panda related at all, or?
No, I think he just likes pandas, so he made that his logo and everything.
Sweet. So if you like pandas,
awesome.
yeah, if you like pandas and you like video games and you like podcasts and you like Brando, that's a place to be. Panda Master here on YouTube. Definitely check it out. I know I'm going to probably go check it out actually right now because that sounds awesome, Panda Master. So, so we'll love to see you guys next week. Hit us up on our Twitters, and we'll talk to you guys there. All right. See you next week.
Oh, if you have any questions, send them our way, and we'll answer them next week during the show.
Oh, yeah. So go ahead and tweet at SickMindNick. He's also our legal department and our He's a little bit of everything. He's our news anchor. He's our legal department. He's our what are you? He's our
HR.
sales and marketing. Um, and he's our publicist. So all
He's the guy who
inquiries.
can open a notepad.
Yeah, he's the only guy that has the Notepad app on his computer. So if you have any questions or inquiries, you can totally direct them at him on Twitter at SickMindNick. So with that, thanks for joining us on Saturday Morning Nerds. We'll see you guys next week. Oh, and thanks for being with us, Saul. Appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks.
that's fun. It was fun.